Hello and good morning, everyone. So, I'm going to be playing some Magic the Gathering today, after a lot of deliberation as to if I was going to continue playing. Uh, but yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. I made the announcement on Twitter that this was going to be a plan for this morning a little bit ago. My Twitter is linked below the stream, so if you want to check that out, that Twitter will have all the announcements about what I'm going live with, when I'm going live, as well as it provides a direct line of contact to me should you need it. And I also put a link up to that in chat. In addition, there's also a YouTube channel that I recommend you go check out. That YouTube channel houses all of my VODs. So if you want to catch up on some things, if there's some commanders that you think I might have already used, want to go check them out, or if you want to just see what else I happen to stream, that is the best place to do that. If you are watching on YouTube, first of all, thank you. Thank you for checking me out. Secondly, you should hit the like and subscribe button. One, because it tells me what you guys like, what you guys don't. And if you guys do actually want to support me. And two, it tells the algorithm that people should be checking me out. So if you want to see my stuff get bigger, want to see my community grow a bit, then help spread the word. Hit the like and subscribe button so that the algorithm pushes my stuff to more people. But that's it for my announcements. So I'm going to get some music on for you guys, and then I will be back in a few. Alrighty, everyone. It is time for some magic. So, like I said a bit earlier, I'm going to be doing some Brawl. I have 3 decks that I've planned on using today. One that has Amalia, one that has Vito, and one that has the Ancient one. I think I'm going to start with Amalia, though, because her deck's a bit funky. So Amalia, for fear of butchering the rest of her name, I'm going to refrain from saying it. But she's a 2/2 Vampire Scout, cost a white and a black, with ward pay 3 life. So it's a steeper ward cost. It's not the first time we've seen life as the payment for ward, but it is still an expensive cost. Whenever I gain life, she explores, and then destroy all the other creatures if her power is exactly 20. So, this entire deck is gaining life and life and life, sometimes in little 1 life outbursts, but quite a few are a bit more. This one's 3, this one's a land that gives me 2. Aetherflux Reservoir, Pristine Talisman. This gives me extra cards for gaining life. So this whole deck is just Orzhov, I gain life. And when I gain life, other things happen. Okay, that's why Corrupt is in here, because I gain life. I mean, Asterian's also in here. He's pretty powerful. I have a separate deck with him. He's... Sorry, there was something stuck behind my tooth. He's a fun commander to build around, because he likes both sides of the life gain shenanigans. But... Bro, nope, Amalia. I also never did, like, deck image or any of that stuff for this deck. I don't have, like, card sleeves that are set up for this deck or anything like that. I need to remember, like, label placement. Because I am not sponsored. Although I love this particular brand of sparkling water, I am not sponsored. So, no free advertising for me. I need this to not keep happening. I would like to close my MTG assistant because for some reason it's broken and is only showing up on my second monitor. This hand is really expensive. This hand is also insanely expensive. Okay. Get rid of the Night Watch. Do I turn one Vampiric Rites? Make him nervous? I could. Because Vampiric Rites only costs a single black mana. Which I am glad that I got this enchantment. I mean, it costs 2 to activate, but in turn 1, it's not bad. Not for this deck. I don't have a ton of 1-drops, as you guys saw. Or is this game just going to be a wash? This game might just be a wash because of my opponent might have disconnected or something by accident. I am going to assume that that's the case. Yeah, it looks like this game is just my opponent disconnected. Which is weird. Because they absolutely kept their hand. But I've had that happen to me before, where I did get disconnected just after doing that. So. It is possible, and I know it's possible. I mean, the game's gonna auto-concede for them once this timer runs out. Oh, they have another timer because they didn't, they did select their hand. Maybe they just kept a super, super greedy hand. Also, they have the new Capena Gargoyle. Thankfully, Amalia does not have lifelink. Because I would have been in trouble. If his greater than or equal to. So I need to get rid of Bowmasters. Is it dumb that I'm blowing up a treasure? Yes. But realistically, I should be able to take on the 1 damage pings. Oh yeah, because it was a white spell. I was very confused as to why I gained life in 2 separate triggers. But Singarda's Splendor, when I cast the Sanctify, it gives me 1. And then the Sanctify itself gave me an additional 3. Yep. I was gaining much more life than they could do anything about. Legion of Dusk is the military arm of Autotorezon, or Rezon, the ecclesiastic kingdom of vampires on the continent of Torezon. The Queen's Bay Company was created to liberate Ixalan of its resources, but these vampires also feel the tugging of their progenitor god, calling to them beneath the earth. As I have to adjust my headphones because my ear hurts. Animpakal Thousandth Moon. That's an unusable hand. I'm doing that just so I have a white source immediately. But I want Amalia out as soon as possible, because when I start doing things, she will grow bigger. Dusk Legion Duelist. I will just simply play a flyer. So I will give the Nocturnal Feeder 1/1 and lifelink Death Touch until end of turn. I don't... Oh, I do want Vampiric Rites, because I can sack the Nocturnal Feeder. Swing with them, attack with... swing with them, deal damage, and then take more stuff. I should also leave an artifact up at some point for them, because I do have Sanctify in hand. you gonna do something? No. What was their goal there? I mean, obviously getting Soren's counters down is helpful. It's an artifact. Oh, but they have boots. Oh, I need to... Okay, that changes what I was going to do with my turn. Okay, I think I need to sanctify this to get the flyer through. Let me just keep this kill spell on top. I wish it was a land, actually, but... Ooh, excuse me. I understand why they put the boots on there now. That's all. I'm just gonna let Soren die. It's a lot of damage. It's not going at my face.
Darkness will always return.
Boop. Hey, look, it's a white mana. What just happened? Why'd I draw an extra card and then... What? I'm very confused. What just happened? Okay, how do I do this? I need more white mana. I have too many things that cost a lot. That's the downfall of this deck. This deck is awfully expensive. And it's going to kill me. Because for some reason, it took me 4 turns to draw land. So throw my little Amalia in, and they have 18 ingest gnomes. Damn. I should have tried to get the Mana for Prayer Binding to reset their commander on counters, but I just got greedy and wanted to deal the damage in the air. In hindsight, my flyer was also larger, so I could have still attacked regardless, while also getting rid of the boots and then getting rid of their commander. So that's just me not playing the game correctly. Or thinking ahead, rather. I kept assuming a combat trick and they never had one. So I guess their deck doesn't necessarily want combat tricks. It wants their commander to be bigger than they originally wanted it. They need to increase their commander's power before attacking, because it's an on-attack trigger. I'm against Kalia? Hold up. Why am I facing a Kalia deck? Is life gain really considered this powerful? I mean, it's definitely because my commander also has a kill spell on it. it's just a ton of payoffs for gaining life. And the individual instances I gain life, the more I have, the better off I am. Well, auto pay. Ah, this has storm. I forgot Tendrils of Agony has storm. Auto pay. Horn. Put a counter, give her lifelink. Oh, excuse me. It's also definitely because I have Sanguine Bond. The Sanguine Bond is the only one that goes this way. I'll just Revenge of Ravens. I'm gaining life on their turn as well. Oh my goodness. Yes, I am happy that I'm getting lands, but oh my god. Can I stop drawing lands? Oh yeah, Light of Hope is just, it's modal. Righteous Valkyrie. I don't think I like that. What if I do that? Are they gonna be mad at that? They gonna be mad at that? Thanks. Have one swamp. I should not have kept that. If I had more swamps, that would have been like a bigger threat that I dropped. Vigilance Haste. Guess what? You lose 2 life. Amalia grows. Hey, it's a black mana. I gained 3 life during their turn. I gained 1 more life. I guess that's why my deck was faced against the Kalia deck. Also, they never played Kalia. I'm guessing they were trying to get Aurelia out first to get extra combats with Kalia. But they just never played Kalia. Unless they were playing a Kalia shell that's just angels. I mean, I know multiple people who'll do that, who'll just build Kalia angels or Kalia dragons or Kalia demons. There's just... I don't know, I just don't think there's as much need to split them up when Kalia gives you access to some of the best colors for all 3. There are angels that are across all 3 colors. There are dragons across all 3 colors. And I believe there are also demons across all 3 colors. I could be incorrect about demons existing in white. But, yeah. Gain a life. Because that's all my deck does. Well, I mean, it's very clearly not all my deck does, but you'll get what I mean. I have Sanctum of Stonefangs in here simply because it gives me 1 life a turn. It forces me to have Amalia trigger. That's all it's there for. I have no other shrines in here whatsoever. It's just Sanctum of Stonefangs. Which arguably is even funnier. Because I have this 1 shrine, and that's it. Nothing else. Because there's not enough shrines to make it worth it. Because I have, what, 3 in each color? But I mean, I get a scry at the beginning of every turn. Essentially. You lose 2 life. I gain 2 life. Amalia explores again. Now she's large. And it's just to revitalize. I'm at 2 life. Gain 3 life and draw a card. My god. Yeah, Indulging Patrician is the other way. So that way I don't have to have Sanguine Bond out. Because, yeah. Sanguine Bond's kind of silly stupid. Indulging Patrician stops at 3. Granted, she only needs 3 to trigger, but she stops at 3 as well. She's a bit more balanced. It's like running Veto in this deck. Like the original mono black Veto. Because he does the same thing. Oh, 2 Stormkiln Artists. That's going to be fun when they start playing instants and sorceries. Oh, they got a monkey. And what? They want to be playing... Maybe cast your first instant or sorcery spell. Each turn you may cast a spell with lesser mana value that shows a card type with it from your hand without paying its mana cost. If you don't, you get the monkey. That's 2. You swing with Vampire, and that's 3. Amalia is already in 8-8. This is fine. This is fantastic. They get to deal 2 damage to something. What, my Impassioned Order? Okay. Vampires with big butts. And then there's Amalia, who's just large. Hmm. They have what? +6 +0. I will trade Amalia for one of the Stormkiln Artists. I have no shame in that. Hmm. I'll pitch this Plains. I want my Puppeteer. Oops, I gained 2 life. I mean, I can Sanctify again. That's not a problem. Or I can Sanctify, I should say. I hit treasure. Not very exciting. They're down to 4 life, though, and I'm at 41. Meaning they can swing with everything, and I can just kind of take it. It definitely depends on how many instants and sorceries they actually play, but right now they can't even activate Amalia because if they get rid of Amalia and don't get rid of Stonefangs, Stonefangs kills them because Amalia needs ward. It has ward of 3 life. So hopefully they try to remove Amalia, going okay. If I stop that, it'll be fine, and they forget about my shrine. Oh, they hit the patrician. Oh. That's why. So they could get a different spell for cheaper. I don't have a choice. I win next turn because I have Agonizing Siphon. It actually does not matter what I do here. Suppose I stop the 20 and just take 7. Or 8, rather. I can do basic math. Because Agonizing Siphon and the Sanctum of Stonefangs does it. They don't know I have Agonizing Siphon. They only know about these 3. They don't know these 2 cards. The counterspell would be huge here. Nope. Thought they had it. I was like, if they had the counterspell here, that's it. I just scoop. Because I don't think I could actually rebuild fast enough for them to not completely wipe me out. Oh no, I got rid of their big guys. So yeah. That was game. No matter what. I think I'm gonna play the Demir deck next. I think I'm gonna play the Ancient one next after this. Not after this match, but once I finish up with this deck. I want it because I can play Sorin turn 3. And realistically, I can go right into Aetherflux Reservoir, which allows me to have a ton of options. Because that's every spell I cast. I gain life equals the number of spells I cast. Kind of hate that I'm dealing with Ugin. Death Touch Lifelink! Death Touch Lifelink! And a Soul Mender. Let's go. I think either way I have to play the Reservoir next turn. The Reservoirs, I can play Ghoul, Market Gnome, and Soul Mender all on the same turn, gaining 3 life that turn. Or 1, then 2, then 3, which is a total of 6 life over the course of the turn. Go after Karn because they tapped down. Yeah, the fact that I'm also getting 2 counters on Amalia a turn is kind of frightening. Especially since most of my stuff can actually die at the moment. Market Gnome I'm going to want to die. Silver School I'm going to want to die. I guess not the Soul Mender. I guess? Cool. Gain a life. Amalia trigger. Get a land. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Blade. Blade. Gain 2 life. I'm only gaining 3 life this turn. Oh, well. Whoop-de-doo. Another whiff on Amalia. But they have to sack one of their 2 creatures. I don't have any vampires in hand. So that's fun. Soren is in here to help with my more expensive vampires. I have some vampires that are very, very expensive. So I'm costing even upwards of like 6 or 7 mana. Oh my god. I whiffed 3 times with Amalia. 3. On the bright side, I have land. Go touch the thing! I should actually put a Basilisk Collar in this deck. I'm very confused, because their commander is a kill spell on a stick. Is it because my commander also has the whole ward 3 life thing? Oh, I have a mastery orb. I use the treasure map, but I don't necessarily need the altar to the treasure map. I would love the Veto avatar. I don't know how many more orbs I get in the free mastery pass, though. None. That's my last orb. Well, I at least got the cave art. I would have rathered the cave art over the treasure map art. Gonna be honest. I prefer having my lands be special looking. Yeah. Atali Primal Conqueror. There's like 4 ways that their deck can go, and my deck can't handle any of them. Mulliganing to 6. Keep 6, get rid of the air. No, I'm gonna have to get rid of the ghoul. Get rid of a swamp. I mulliganed for land, and then got rid of a land. It's fine. Everything's fine. It all worked out. I still drew my 3rd land. I took a gamble. It was very greedy, but it paid off. I gambled way too much there. The fact that it ended in my victory is shocking. Marshal of Zafir. Other nights you can get +1/+1. And And tap things. That's nifty. The deep gods are Hamil's children who walk among the Oltek and once helped shatter the shell that once contained their mother. The chief deity of the Oltek is Ojitak, and all the deep gods have temples dedicated to them in the caves. Agatha? Agatha's a very cool commander. Vito! Vito's in here because he has the same effect of some Single Bond. I don't run Exquisite Blood, though, so I don't run the infinite combo that just eats someone's life into nothingness. Ooh, we ramping. I cannot ramp back. We ramping. They do be ramping. Because they're looking at turn through with 4 mana. I mean, they could play their commander. That's why the game is stopped. They do have something. Look, it's Asterion, one of my most expensive vampires. He is a vampire elf rogue. He has 3 different creature types on him. I can't believe I'm going to make an Esper rogue deck. Oh, treasure map's the other one. It's the one that turns into land. I was thinking of the one that you sacrifice to give a mana of any color and then can discover later by exiling it from your graveyard. Cool celebrant. I set 2 mana up. I understand. They have to do that each turn to eventually get it to flip. Tribute to the world. That might be. Think I'm in trouble. Because that's going to put 1/1 counters on things. Got there. This will get 1/1 counters on Agatha as soon as she comes out, which is a problem for me. Because the bigger Agatha is. Tali in here? Oh, because they're gonna reduce Atali's cost. That's terrible. I want to scoop because there's no way I can win with this. Yeah, no, I can't. That Vorinclex gets me to scoop. Because I can't play my spells. Voice of Hunger, because he taps down people's lands, prevents you from doing anything else. This will probably be my last match with Amalia, though. Or I can't really say that, because she's technically in the 99 of the other Orzhov deck I'm playing that has the Orzhov Veto. Quasar, Augur of Agonies. I actually might have a reason to play Archivist of Ogma. There's not a ton of decks in Brawl that I actually have to play Archivist of Ogma, but this one I might. I mean, they're just drawing extra cards. So I drop Vampire, Vampire, Halfling. Well, I try to catch up to the 4 and 5 cost stuff. I'd like you back at 25, please. Unless they also gain life. If they also gain life, because they absolutely can with their commander, it might be in trouble. No max hand size, so they can be drawn lots of cards. They countered my Archivist? Are they actually going to have to search their library for stuff? They might have fetch lands. And if so, I always feel bad about playing Archivist of Ogma against a deck that needs that runs a lot of fetch lands. Oh, excuse me. Kaza, and we'll assign a swarm. I'm currently not gaining life, which is a problem. Because they're starting to sap me for life. I do expect like a Shieldred, potentially a Jinkataxis. Looking at the counter and Poppy one. Okay. That benefits me. Let's target player? That's annoying. Go ahead, counter the ability. That's what I thought. And I actually am not ascended yet. So what are they going to do with a white and a black mana? No, but I can Vampiric Rites as well. I may be tapped out, but it doesn't really matter. My deck doesn't have a ton... Not this deck anyway. This deck doesn't have a ton of instants and sorceries. Oh my god, they really just have something for everything. So I didn't think that their deck was just going to be all interaction. But so far, that's kind of what they've shown me, is just a ton of interaction. Yeah. Okay, you lose a life, I gain a life, and Amalia triggers again. And just swing Amalia at you now. Because if you try to use Queza, well, I can just... If they try to do some kind of combat trick with Queza, which I don't think they're going to, I'd simply just sack the Falcon Wrath Noble. to Vampiric Rites. It gets me a card, it gains me a life there, and it gains me 2 other life, so I gain 3 life total. I'm almost at my starting life total again. Almost. I'm not gonna give them fish that can't be blocked. No blocks. So say they get 2 Queza abilities. Honestly, the Reservoir Kraken isn't that big of a problem. You know what? I'll give them a fish. Only because I think they're about to sack the fish. They did the thing. Let's see. Amalia. Tithing Blade. Sack creature. Scared Barons gives me another life. Get rid of Cruel Celebrant. I gain another life. They're at 3 life. They have the possibility of drawing a lot of cards here. Spells can't be countered. That is not what I want to hear. However, until they get rid of the Falconrath Noble, they're in danger just by killing my stuff. Like that. That'd be exactly how they're in danger by killing my stuff. Woohoo! Okay. Moving on to this deck. This one has the Ancient One as my commander, so another 2-drop commander. We love it. 2 for an 8/8's always nice. Except for the fact that I can't do anything with him unless he has 8 permanents in my graveyard. But because of that, I have 19 creatures, 10 artifacts, 7 enchantments, a couple planeswalkers, a couple battles, a couple lands that can go away. So it's a lot. Oh, I have the Hidden Necropolis. So 1, 2, 3 lands that I can get rid of. Breach the Multiverse, Ashiok, Dreadhound. Couple of the other. I have. Do I have every single Dimir Descend card in here? I feel like I do. Provided that they are within the Dimir colors, I think I do. I have a lot of cheap interaction. A couple enchantments that are auras specifically. Fear of Death and Song of Stupefaction. Just because even if I get them onto their stuff, they're going to want to remove those. And when they do, it goes to my graveyard. And if it's in my graveyard, it starts to feed into Ancient One. I also have a deck that I can actually use Metzalantli, the Great Door. Draw a card, discard a card. Or transform it only if there are 4 more permanent types among cards in my graveyard. So I need to keep an eye on that. But when I do, I can tap it to add X of any one color, where X is the amount of permanents in my graveyard. That Descend 8 will suddenly become also 8 mana of any one color, if not more. Sir Conrad, Shieldred, just because it's another win con. If I'm sitting here milling myself and my opponent, well, putting everything on my side of the field does the trick. Starving Revenant gives me a couple card options. Realistically, when I get the Descend 8, it's whenever I draw a card, they lose a life and I gain a life. I have a battle, I have an artifact. I don't have Praetors to actually. I have one. I was like, I don't have Praetors. I have one. I have exactly one. So I'm never actually going to sack this. I mean, I could sack Realmbreaker just to make sure I have an artifact in my graveyard. But with things like the Everflowing Well, Jace, Perfected Mind, Ashiok is going to be targeted. Krill Somaphage will get targeted pretty quickly. I mean, my commander will be pretty often targeted, but that's besides the point. Malcolm will probably get targeted pretty quickly. But Malcolm is also a good excuse to get cards into my graveyard. So, lots of fun shenanigans. It's basically, it's somewhere along the lines of Dimir Animator meets Dimir Mill. Just because milling stuff feeds into Reanimator style decks. It's why I like playing Sultai a lot. Because there's a lot more benefits across Golgari for self-mill. But blue has the best mill target cards against Aragorn. They're going to be playing multicolored spells, right? Or just spells across the 4 colors, I should say. Gain a life. I'd like to gain life. I'm going to play Visage of Dread. Target opponent. I only have one valid target. Aragorn, Ironwood, or Foul. Get rid of the creature. DPs or attacks put 1/1 counter on each other creature you control. And then you gain life for all those creatures you control. Are they doing 4 color tokens? I want to make Aragorn Arwen wed. But I actually don't think I have a copy of the card itself. That's expensive to pay a mythic for that. Yeah. Skull Taker. At 4, I'm more comfortable playing Ancient One. I also only have one source of black mana, which is kind of a problem. Oh, hey, look. He can get what I needed. unfortunately, I have no way to keep descending at the moment. I mean, once I play the Great Door next turn, I'll be able to start descending at least once a turn. I'm trying to think mana cost wise. What if I make them sack it? Is that a dick move? I feel like that falls into that category. They finally played their commander, and I have removal for it. Also, look, it's my one Praetor. 4/5 with Menace. Only has a sorcery and only has 8 or more cards in graveyard. They only have 2. I swing with the 2 Menacey guys. Gotta keep the pressure on them. And this right now just sees the land. I'm glad they put the little counter there. Oh my goodness. Whenever you cast a green spell, target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. Are they just gonna combo out here? Cancel. Yeah, because I want Bear dead. Because Baird would, yeah, give them an extra 1/1 token. Because their commander's suddenly 11 power. Take action. I hit an instant and a sorcery. That's poopy. Hey, I hit a creature. That means I've descended. Well, I should be activating Ancient One, though, huh? Rider Ranger of the North, landfall. They're out of cards in hand. Which means they're going to get their 2 from File of Gladriel. Okay. I did everything I wanted. Now, how the hell do I get this stuff back? Because most of my good get stuff back spells are now in my graveyard. Playing out of Vorinclex the turn before they play their Planeswalker commander and realize they've done scoop, lol. Yeah, that gets a pretty frequent scoop. I had the other Vorinclex earlier. I don't think you were on yet. Oh, what a pay. Take action. Mill 2. having this flip is super, super helpful. Because then I can play Halo Charge Scab. We both mill 2, but then I get an instant sorcery back. Meaning... This Breach the Multiverse that's conveniently right here, it just goes on top of my library. I think I'm in a situation where I've regained control of the game. Warrenclex and Elish Norn. Now I just play Breach the Multiverse. My graveyard. Oh, I can pull Jays. You mill.
I know where to find all.
Sir Conrad. Oh, and I can play him because I have 19 black mana. Canonized in blood. Auto pay. Echo Dusk and Likeness Looter. That's 2 Sir Conrad triggers because I have creatures leave my graveyard. I'll decline this time. On target creature I control. Oh, they're gonna destroy the true scriptures. Actually, they might try to go after Song of Stupefaction. I think they're going to get rid of True Scriptures because they don't want the third ability to go off. And I also don't think they get my True Scriptures. I'm genuinely shocked. Oh. So yeah, I guess it's just mill. I definitely made a deck this morning. This deck did not exist before this morning.
Escapes my grasp.
I was like, I just need to hit a single creature. So, Sir Conrad and Dreadhound make this deck really, really easy to play. I'm glad that I included them. But also, too much of that game, I was very worried about how I was supposed to be milling myself. And then I activated my commander's ability once and realized everything was fine. Aclazot's mono black discard. Oh no, whatever will I do? I really want the Teferi's Tutelage. Everything else I can get back through some way or another. I cannot get back my enchantment. Like, in all reality, the True Scripture is getting killed when Shieldred's on her backside. It's fine, because it becomes Shieldred again in my graveyard, and Shieldred I can reanimate. I can't get my enchantments back. It's like the only permanent type I actually cannot recover. And even then, I actually might be able to and not realize it. But I don't believe so. I believe enchantments and my battle, because I only have one of those. Because Amonkhet, Invasion of Amonkhet is a mill card, actually. It's Demir mill card. You know, Teferi's Tutelage actually gives me the opportunity to potentially completely wipe out my opponent. And actually, I might want to keep this Wash Away to avoid their commander coming out. Bye, Shieldred. That's the only option. I will play my commander. Now they know that I have so many other things in my hand. That's fine. It gives me the time to play my Teferi's Tutelage. And yeet the goblin. Vicious Rumors. Glad I avoided that card. Discards a card. And I need to remember that I don't want to flip my Visage of Dread using the current creatures in my graveyard. I need more. But I would like them to discard. Sundering Titan. I would like them to not destroy my lands. Pretty please. Look at 4 cards, put 1 into hand. I will take the land, so I can play the land. I really want them to try to play their commander. Takes 6 mana to flip that. What do I have that I can do that with? I can get, what, the Likeness Looter and the Skull Taker? And then I will have a 5/4. Oh my goodness. Realistically, I should have actually kept my commander in my graveyard, so I only have to exile one creature from my graveyard to flip Visage of Dread, but I did not, because I am a fool. But I will do that this time. Because I absolutely have another kill spell ready. Try to play your commander, you know it's going to get countered. And I've been milling all of their lands. Hello, Brownie Man. Thank you for the follow. I think this new deck can take on my green deck. I have no idea. This deck is doing a whole lot of things, though not all of those things are necessarily helpful. Target player, I mill. My 8/8's online. I have a blocker. Cancel? I have the mana to just counter something. Kill my commander. Kill my commander. No. My green deck is Vicious Ad, Skull Spore, Pendril, and Infection Bite. You mean Infectious Bite? But that's the one that's the... My creature deals damage to your creature, and then you get a poison counter, correct? I do this. Yep, LOL. Because they're gonna do what? Plague Crafter, get rid of my ancient one? Aha. Resolve. Decline. Shenanigans. Shenanigans are afoot. My commander is now in my graveyard. I truly expected a Bajuka Bog by now. Do this. Auto pay. Ancient one and the Death Cap. Take action. Take action. Cool. I have 9 permanents now in my graveyard. And I have Disruption Protocol. Nope. This is why we play counter magic. See, the problem is they currently have 6 damage in the air at me. Grant, I have 8 on the, I have 13 on the ground. But I also lose an additional 2 each turn because of Prickle Fairies, because I do not keep cards in my hand. How far are they? I'm about halfway through their library. Look at all of my cards. If it was kicked, each opponent discards 2 cards. Oh, well, there's no reason to kick that. Yeah. Aquazotz is going to really help them out here because 1, he has lifelink. 2, he's giving them cards back. So I do this first to make sure I will have the 8 no matter what. Card, draw a card. Because I drew, they milled 2. Do this, do this. Take the 2 cards. Rule Somophage. I need something in the air. Oh, Likeness Looter. Because I should be able to turn into a Dreadhound for 6 mana. Then I have a Flying Dreadhound, which is a 6/6 in the... Ah, that's a Cityscape Leveler. What are you destroying? Gonna blow up my 8/8? Oh, because you're gonna go for the win. I understand now. Use blockers. I'll just give it to him. You know, that Cityscape Leveler coming out of their graveyard really screwed me over there. I also don't remember seeing it hit their graveyard. I would have been a bit more cautious if I did. So I'm curious as to when that hit their graveyard, because I don't think it was in their graveyard for long. But I think getting Likeness Looter was the correct choice there, turning it into... I mean, if I had Sir Conrad in my graveyard, it definitely should have been Sir... Ruin Crab. Crab. What do we got? What do we got? We got Dino Crafting. Got Life Gain. Who's their commander's Gishap? Okay. So milling out their dinos is going to be a problem for them. And they won't really have non-creature spells, it's looking like. Not a ton that matter anyway. Okay. I can pay the 2 life for Jace. I'm okay with that.
Emotions are distractions. Focus on the facts. Organic minds are easily quelled.
Because he just allows me to mill myself, essentially. That's what his minus X is going to be, is I get to mill myself 3 times X cards. They're going through a lot of cards here. It'll be a creature deck. Yeah. Death Touch focus decks will absolutely obliterate all creature decks. They obliterate most decks, actually.
Become subdued.
Their dinosaur is never going to be able to attack. 4, 5, 6. They're at 6 mana. If they get 2 more, they can play Gishath, and then I'm in trouble. Pathfinding Extra. Rampaging Raptor. Yeah, it's +2 your until end of turn. Ancient One. Devourer of Memory. Boop. I just like seeing the 0. Realistically, I should have done the Pathfinding Extra. But I just like seeing the 0. Because then it just matches my crab. What sucks is Gixian Puppeteer doesn't have anything it can revive. Well, now it's going to revive my Ruin Crab. Next time it dies. Temple of Deceit. Scribe 1. Doesn't really matter. I'm about to mill a bunch of cards. Ooh, okay. So I can mill myself, but because their graveyard has 20 or more cards, I still draw the 3. What if I pay for it to draw a card and then discard Shieldred? I hit 7. Guys, I only hit 7. I didn't hit my 8. I messed up. Oh! I did so much work only to get ground sealed.
Become subdued.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It would take all of their creatures to stop my 1. Hello. Thank you for the follow, Gardy. Much appreciated. Hope you enjoy and stick around for the stream. Four, 8. Because apparently I can't put anything in my graveyard right now because, you know, ground seal. And I need to save mana to, didn't say please, Gishath? 5, 6, 7. They're still 1 mana short. I mean, I assume that I'm not going to get the chance to actually stop Gishath if they're given the chance. Hmm. 2, 1. I'm not allowed to target though. So what? We each mill 3 and that's that? Oh, I love wording specific cards so much. Because it does not say target creatures. Do you have anything that targets cards and graveyards? A lot of stuff doesn't target nowadays. I didn't realize that so much stuff no longer targets. So like I can't use my defossilize, and I can't. So I can use Breach the Multiverse. I can't use defossilize. Defossilize says it targets. Yeah, yeah, I have to counter that because I don't want Earthshaker Dreadmaw on the battlefield. Yeah, I had no idea so much stuff actually doesn't say target anymore. Yeah, return a creature card from graveyard to hand. So, that's fascinating. I'm guessing that's why they were okay with reprinting Ground Seal. Because they knew that a lot of cards didn't say target, so it doesn't completely shut off graveyard decks anymore. Yeah, that's just me not reading cards, which happens often.
What curious behavior.
This is target, so that's fine. Ability fizzles. Shieldred, they have to sack something. And I have the 2 mana for either counterspell.
Organic minds are easily quelled.
Do it. Play Gishath. 4, 6, 7, 8. Do they have something that prevents me from countering their spells? Oh, I don't have an artifact that I could have tapped. Again, I need to read my damn cards. I just shut down my girl Narset and Light in Exile, though. Yeah, it does. I love Narset, but yeah, Ground Seal stops Narset. They have any good dinosaurs that I want to steal? Because they just pulled dinosaurs back. I'm gonna go for the dinos. A 23-23 Cruel Somophage. Yes, please. Other dinosaur. ETBs, choose one. Explores. I'll just take the Panic Altosaur because I can just keep tapping it. Jace.
You can be
And that one can't be blocked. Yeah, I guess Narset does have the word target, doesn't she? Maybe World Tree. That I don't think is a problem. How many cards are left? They only have. Am I gonna mill them out? Am I going to successfully mill out my opponent? Because I think I'm gonna play Ancient One, then discard Defossilize. Like, that's for another 5 cards. I get another land, it's 8. I might be able to mill out my opponent. I didn't think I was actually gonna succeed at milling out an opponent's deck. But if I have the chance to. Cruel Somophage in front of the big guy. Shieldred survives that. That. And I'll take 9. Yes, eat more cards from your library. Do it. Do it. I have to mill 17 cards. Jace is 12. Jace is 12. Oh my god. They gonna blow up my Ruin Crab? Ruin Crabs is the correct option here, because now they're actually in danger of me milling them out. I mean, Shieldred works too. I can't flip her and gain her benefit. But, do I actually mill them out here? I mean, that's another card that I have to target something. Yeah, return target creature. So let me get rid of Jace Forced. Target player.
I will iterate on my performance. Surrender
5 cards.
to Phyrexia.
Defossilize costs 5. Perfect. Auto pay. Draw a card. Get rid of Defossilize. They mill the 5 cards. Out of spite, they get to mill an extra 3. I did it. No, Shieldred doesn't target. I just didn't have the time. We were running down to like the last few turns. If they got another chance to attack me, I would have lost. So there was no real point in trying to get Shieldred flipped. The first chapter. But yeah, because that's destroy target, correct? Yeah, in all honesty, that's the only reason I didn't bother trying to flip Shieldred, because I know her last ability doesn't target. Because it's, yeah. Yep. Anywho, my last deck for the stream. This is going to be pretty similar to my first deck with a couple life gain aspects, but it's more about sacrificing. Because Veto, Fanatic of Aclazotz. Whenever I sacrifice a permanent, I'm trying to sack 3 times a turn. Sacrificing 3 creatures a turn is very difficult. But if I do it, I get 4/3s with flying. So, like, there's that. That's also why I have Lyesa, because if I'm sacrificing a bunch of stuff, odds are it's not going to be just tokens. Vat of Rebirth for the same reason. I want to be able to pull my stuff back. Stalactite Stalker takes advantage of all that. It's just a lot of recursion and a lot of sacrifice. Benefits for stuff entering or leaving, depending on which side he's facing. Deconstruction Hammer is just a good removal. Duskrow's Reliquary allows me to sacrifice something. Panic Bystander cares about sacrificing. Potion of Healing is a sacrificed thing. cares about sacrificing all permanents, not just creatures. This is why we read the cards. Cast each player sacrifices all other creatures they control. Oh, it's what's that card? There's a card where you exile all creatures from your graveyard, but then sacrifice all creatures, then put all creatures exiled this way out. I could have made Veto a treasure deck. I really thought about it. But I mean, Astronaut's Altar gives me more mana anyway. So, here we are. I have Buried Treasure. Does that count? Rite of Oblivion, Pitiless Pontiff, because sacrifice. Vampires, because vampires. Piece of Victorious Dead, because sacrifice. Alice Ilcor, because sacrifice. A lot of this is just simply because sacrifice. I originally had a deck of this one. I didn't like it. Because everything has to be sacrificed to him, and there's not enough extra. Fetch lands are also good. I didn't think about fetch lands. I am going to add fetch lands into this deck right this second. If I have fetch lands at my disposal. Why I don't have the cave in here, I don't know. I absolutely should have. I just didn't have the black cave in here? Okay. Weird. Phyrexian Tower should also be in here. Do I have any other sack lands? Do I not have sack lands? What is happening? There's a battlefield tapped, add, tapped. I would like sack lands. Sack it. Sack it. Sack. 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 Got monument. And because they're colorless. Oh, that makes more sense. Oh, like Terramorphic. Outlook. You are so right. They are all okay. Now I have extra. Forgot command tower. Did I literally go through all of my lands and still manage to forget command tower? That means I've forgotten command tower twice. Yep, I did. Wow. I'm such a good Magic player, guy. uh 3. One more. So this still gives me 37 lands to work with, plenty of cards to work with. Okay. Lots and lots of sacrifice. I can't believe I forgot command tower twice. Lots and lots of sacrifice, lots of stuff going away. Couple descend stuff, because descend still is across this. But otherwise, we're good. We're great. We're gonna send it. I'm gonna pretend I didn't forget command tower twice. Because that's just silly. Because who would forget to put command tower in a commander deck? Unless I needed all basics. I start with colorless land specifically so I don't forget command tower. That's so fair. I should absolutely be doing the same thing. But I also spend like 40 minutes deciding on which basic I want as my art. So Yeah, it doesn't help either. Have a little puppet pet? Also, what is this? Oh, what card is that? Why can't I remember what card that is? This art is very familiar, and I'm gonna beat myself up over it. But Narset. Knight and Master, you may exit the top 4 cards of your library until end of turn you may cast non-creature spells. God, I hate Light Pause. I'm guessing you just face a Light Pause deck. Have Puppet. I probably shouldn't have kept this hand. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. Lost on turn 4. Ouch. Jace Puppet. Oh my god, it is Jace. Yep. Yep. I have the observation skills of a walnut, apparently. A midnight... You're gonna play Narset and hit me with a midnight clock? What is this? I'm going to make you have to deal with the very real possibility that you will no longer have the midnight clock. I don't want to deal with the midnight clock. But I mean, they exile stuff. Meaning if they don't cast it, they lose it. Right? I mean, they don't have to pay their mana cost, so, like, that's kind of irrelevant. But are they playing a Jeskai Super Friends? That'd be fun. That counts as a non-creature. What are you... Are you getting rid of my creature? Wow. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Everything in my hand costs too much mana. More mana than I have. Well. I mean, I know I shouldn't have kept my hand, because looking at it, having an 8 and 5 cost spell in hand, not a great way to start the game. But I don't know, because their commander also costs 6. And it seems like their deck is built around their commander. That doesn't help. I mean, it helps when they play their commander, actually. No, it doesn't. Narsa has hexproof. Again, reading the card explains the card. Sound like Professor. This is how you can tell I watch too much Magic content in my free time. Because I'm just sounding like the professor from Tulare Community College. And it's literally just because I don't read cards. I just assume I know what they do. Which is like my panic with Ground Seal. I didn't have any reason to be worried. I had one card in hand that targeted something in graveyards. That's it.
We need to move quickly.
And I was like, oh no, my graveyard deck. Reading the card explains the card. Wow, I wonder what it'll be. I can't get anything on the board now. Because I needed that creature to sacrifice. This is good. This is great. It's all my own fault for picking a bad hand to start with. Ooh, Chromatic Lantern. That's fun. Outlaw's Merriment. Beginning of your upkeep, choose one at random. And Quench is a counterspell. So they sort of whiffed. They had a counterspell. I can get rid of the staggering insight, and they're gonna counter it. Because they have probably a handful of counter spells. I love when they double block my commander, combat trick, and self board wipe. Well, you know what? Why are they... Copy it if you control an artifact, then copy it if you control an enchantment. Oh, that's yucky. I'm really tempted to scoop. More so because the oops was absolutely unnecessary, and I just don't like anyone who brings that kind of energy.
Keep up the pace.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm about to lose 12 life, 13 life. I tried to remove one thing. But I'm gonna see how this plays out. Oh, you wanna play the Wrath of God? Wanna play a free Wrath of God? You should play a free Wrath of God. They played it. What? Why on earth would they do that, though? Is it just because that's how bad I'm losing? I think it is. Guys, I got Ashnod's Altar. Is that gonna get countered? And counterspell? Where did that counterspell come from? That one wasn't even in there. What? What is happening? Oh, they midnight clocked. Okay, that's fun. What are the odds that they got the 3-1 with trample and haste twice in a row?
Let's skip to the good part.
Let's skip to the good part. The good part's already passed. You've won. Norn's Wellspring. I can pay the 1 to prevent them from drawing the card. I mean, I lose because Teliod's is 5.
We need to move quickly.
I know it says random, but it really doesn't feel like random when they got the same one twice. You had to discard to hand size with your mono green deck? That's impressive. Oh, they're just toying with me. Okay. No, I'm not gonna do that. I drew my 4th land, finally. But them not attacking me, indicating that they're just toying with me, no. Please respect your opponents. Unless you're like me and an idiot who forgets to attack, because I don't like turning things sideways. Because I do that a lot. I'll just forget to attack. Samwise. Oh, they're going to be playing food. Cleric glass. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why I'm yawning so much today. So I apologize. Usually I'm not this bad about it. Am I gonna get screwed on lands again? 37 lands is enough. I regularly play commander decks with less. By the end of your stream. Sure. I would say after this match. And that'll be my last match. And I'll even let you choose which deck I play. Of the 3 that you saw. I think I'm going to lose this. Yep. That's weird. About 42? Oh my god. That's so many. Demir Ancient 1 is a problem for my deck because I can't overpower it. Okay. That's fine. Then I will do... Boop. Friends online. Boop. Direct challenge. Oop, cancel. I set it up wrong. My thing broke. Okay. Only challenge one friend. It is, yeah. Direct challenge. Type. Friendly brawl. For some reason, there is one card in this deck that is considered not in the friendly brawl format. I don't know which one singular card it is. Why does it say friendly brawl is only supposed to be 40 cards? Like DCF's utility rocks, so not just lands. Okay. Oh, look, I got it to work. Must be a rebalance card. Oh, do the rebalance cards cause that? Is that what it is? 40 card minimum makes sense. Oops. For some reason, it's not letting me... Or, correction. It's doing the thing because of... I'm, like, trying to do 2 challenges at once. So I broke it. So you might have to challenge me, John. Huh. I didn't realize I could just pop open chat from like that. You challenge. Accept. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure it was the right deck and everything. Because they aren't technically legal in Friendly Brawl. That's weird. I also like that I did nothing and ended up here. Ended up working regardless. So I'll take it. Look. See, it's in this deck. So this is technically my first time playing with, I guess, my opponent being able to see my hand. So that's fun. It's like getting... I'm not gonna alt tab to look at stream. Much appreciated. That helps. I will gladly mill 2 cards. Oh look, a Shieldred in my graveyard. Oh no. What a crime. But after this, I'll move over to opening the few boosters I have. And then I'll wrap it up. Because I'm not feeling amazing. But I did want to make sure I streamed today. Hmm. 3, 4, 5. Eh. Oh, excuse me. It's so weird how many things are like technically not legal in one place or technically legal in another. Some of the card legalities. Weird. Rasta of the Endless Web. Oh, and a Scoot Swarm. Oh, that's not ideal. Oh no, how will you ever get that out of said graveyard? Oh no, look at all these lovely things in my graveyard. Whatever will I do? It's only like I have 2 recursion on board already. Okay. Everything's fine. I am gonna keep this guy back as a blocker, although he's an 8/8. Cause John's green deck is kind of a pain. Nah, I won't. Enter more permanent. Oh. I can do both of these, right? Yeah. I mill myself. Oh, well, those are a bit harder to get out. The Scoot Swarm situation might be a problem. Because I didn't actually get rid of it until he made another one. And he'll, what, get another 2 here? Oh, I don't have mana up, so I can't Spell Pierce if something goes wrong. Like that. Yeah, I'll move my commander back. Two scoots. Oh. Okay. My confidence is dropping rather rapidly. Because I keep drawing lands? Do I have an island in my graveyard? Yes. Yeah, that's a problem. Elder Gargaroth is a problem. Flips the guy back. I'm guessing plays another land. No, finds 2 lands. Lots of scoots. John might win simply from going wide. Sacrifice another artifact or creature, draw a card, activate only as a sorcery. The fact that I have to keep everything back as a blocker is ridiculous. Realistically, I can flip over Tarian's Journal at any point. It's probably best to do... Well, that's no fun. This new Galta that enters and you drop everything. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Do I die based on just how wide John goes? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, 17. Yep. Damn. Yeah, I guess when I mill all my spells and only draw my lands, you know, draw blood on the snow. If only. Yeah, early scoots. The fact that I couldn't remove it was really what, like, sent it. But what time is it? It's a little past 11. Okay, I have 2 packs to open. And then I'll wrap up my stream. My ancestors. Pakal. I do have one of him. It was a good game. It just got very one-sided because I couldn't get rid of the scoots. Malicious Eclipse. All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. If creature and opponent would die this turn, exile it instead. That also would have solved my Scoot Swarm problem. Warden of the Inner Sky. I have it, I think. Okay. Well, my only landfall card. That doesn't surprise me, simply based on the fact that Scoot Swarm is ridiculously powerful. But, anywho, thank y'all for watching. It's been fun. I'm glad I got to show off my decks. I'm also very open to playing with people who are watching the stream. I don't mind. So if you ever wanna play, let me know, cause yeah. Let's see. I have social medias that I need to plug again. I have a Twitter that's where I announce all my streams, when I'm going to be live, with, as well as a direct line of contact to me that's just one-to-one communication. If you ever need it for whatever reason, that's the best way to reach out to me. I also have a YouTube channel. YouTube has all my VODs. Mass Sweepers could be good. An Ancient One, just because he's usually the biggest thing on the board if he's out. That is actually a really good point, because I can go up to, what, -7, which kills even most dinos without problem. What was I saying? Oh, YouTube. YouTube has VODs. Go check those out. I have lots of Magic games over there. Standard, drafts, more commander games. Deck needs my commander to go through in order for it to work. Or in order for it to work. Hence my fear that it could stop me. And yeah, I mean, you even saw it, like, my 8/8 does just full stop your commander. I mean, you had to use a fight spell to get through that first time. So, yeah. Yeah, that's it for me for now. I will announce on Twitter what my next stream is going to be a bit later, as well as when that's going to be. Should be around 8, though, provided I'm feeling okay. But, anywho, hope you all have a good day. I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.